Welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. Yes, this time we're talking about roadside food vendors and this health hazard that this issue poses in our environment. The last conversation I was just listening to Yinka Kenyanto right behind the scene, and I was saying to myself, thank God I'm not on set, because that conversation wouldn't have ended. It wouldn't have. All right, this morning we have two videos to show you how people do buy food, eat, buy for their kids in such an environment. Still baffles me, but this is exactly what it is. Oh, okay. My director says as soon as the video is ready, it would put it up. But yes, this exactly is the bane of our conversation this morning.
Well, Tommy say I watched those videos. I mean, and I was.
You've seen the video, right?
I wouldn't. No. I've not seen the video.
You have the video.
I was disgusted, honestly, and you know, I just kept thinking in my mind, how would anybody be selling food successfully in this kind of in this kind of environment? And then children will be going to buy food from her. Adults will go to buy food from her. The adults can't tell the children not to buy food from that.
And then some parents actually give their children bowls. That was one morning I was going to work, and I think when I was still living in Oluwalubo, and I was coming to work, and this little boy, about 7-year-old, and his little brother was about 2 or 3, had 2 bowls in their hands.
They're going to buy food.
And they were going to the side of the canal to buy food. And the little boy was crying, crying for hunger.
One thing,
and then the other one was saying,
I would like us to know is that I've had the opportunity, by the grace of God, to work with people because of my philanthropy, work with people, at the really lowest, cadre of life. I've been to Makoko, not even exterior Makoko. I've been to the
both Makoko.
The first time I was there, I cried all day. As in all day.
Did they ever tell you that they're uncomfortable?
That's what I'm saying. I cried all day. Why was I crying? Because that was the life they have known.
Yeah, because
that's the life they have. That's the life they have known all their lives. That is how they live. That is, I'm bringing it from the perspective where you said, how can a mother send the child?
Because even in
you understand,
even in the gutter,
there are some people
there is still a better gutter.
That is the life they were born into. That is the life they had lived all their life. That is the life they have known.
Nika Kenya, are you saying
that is the life they have gotten accustomed to.
No, but Nika Kenya,
and even somehow their immune system.
Aren't there people who are neat?
So what Yinka is saying is that that's the life they know, and so they're not even aspiring for anything. Is that what you're saying?
Not until they get to see the other side. There are some people, Tommy, take this to the bank, that had not lived outside Makoko.
I get it.
We get it.
I'm even using Makoko as a case study now.
Makoko is one typical example, but I can tell you that having done reports in Makoko again and again, both on child abuse, domestic violence, and the other stories, rape, even on the boats, even on the government trying to relocate. I mean, CNN came to Nigeria to do a report on Makoko. Why are they still there? They said to the government, leave us alone. We don't want pain. Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Even in Makoko, there are places that are neat.
That are neater
there are
than
families
others,
that are neat.
Well, I'm telling you,
families that choose to be neat. So I'm talking about the neatness now,
you're not
and not the environment.
You're not getting it. You're not getting it. There are some people, that is the life they have known.
Being dirty.
That I'm telling you.
And being dirty is
why is it that of course even the popular eateries, when I eat there at times, now, I might not leave my house for 2 days because I'll be visiting the loo. You understand?
True.
Why is it that someone else could just feed on anything? Because
And it's fine. It's fine.
So, but you see,
Same as we spoke about the environment last week.
talked about the same thing last week.
What we should begin to do is, do more of education.
Exactly.
I have a typical example of, I know someone that, lived all his life like that. Lived somewhere in Oshobo, dirty environment. Like he said, they had a stream that had garbage all over around it. They would take their bath there. They would fetch the water
to fetch water,
take water to drink. Everything.
They have
their waste there and everything. That was the life he lived for so many years, until he finished his secondary school. And he around that environment, he found himself, one day he came with the truck, he just entered one truck and came to London in Nigeria, which is Lagos as at then. Somehow he found himself out of the country, So unfortunately, when he got out of the country, his system started reacting
to the system that is normal.
Exactly.
Because he has always been in an abnormal environment.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at this video. I'd like to show you exactly what we're talking about this morning. As you can see, this is one open part of the gutter. This is supposed to be the opening for one side, but you can see the inside is filled rather with dirt and not water. I'm still walking on the canal, trying to see where the canal itself ends. Opposite this canal, what you're looking at is supposed to be a covered canal. This is a drainage. This is a drainage, but the other side is actually a canal. So this street is well equipped. This street called Awori Street is well equipped to accommodate the flow of water. But rather, we have water storing in their houses and in their backyards. The reason why? Blocked drainages. So typically, I was there live, and that street you're looking at, the shops beside my right hand side are food vendors. Salon, a food vendor, a small shanty, a food vendor, like that.
But this is not as bad as, okay, now this is the video. This is the one.
This one.
This one is the one I can't understand.
Kenny, look at the road and see why I said in the first place, how will you sell your child to go buy that food? The woman selling the food herself can sell in a better place. She can even back the road. She can sell at the back of that building rather than in front,
facing it.
Facing this disgusting, and this is Lagos. These are not places.
It's an area in Lagos.
1,001 places like that in Lagos.
And look at the takeaway parks that she's going to use.
Open already.
They're already
left open. The schools are open. Look at little kids going to school, and then if you look at the road very well, these takeaway parks, these styrofoam parks, are already on the road. So when people finish eating the food,
they just throw them away. They just throw them on the road, and it's okay. So what Kenny is saying is that, well, if they don't know, and what Tosin is saying is that that's why we're here. We need to enlighten them. I mean,
they need to know.
They need to know. It has to start somewhere.
And having said all of this, also we should also put a whole bulk on the table of the government. Also, this road is not supposed to be like that.
The road shouldn't be like that. But again, and yes, the government needs to attend to the roads. The government generally needs to give us a better standard of living. They need to give us a better standard. We are calling on the government to give us a better standard of living.
We should actually know better.
But we also have played our parts to make sure that these things turn out like this. It's unfortunate. You eat your food and you throw the pack on the road.
You throw the nylon of your
One day, my driver did the same thing. He just rolled out the window. I don't know, was drinking water from a bottle. As soon as he was done, he just wound down and threw the bottle. I said, park that car and go and look for that bottle.
But someone did that in my car yesterday.
Go and look for that bottle.
For me, it was like a virus. It was like, because it's been a long time. I've had someone do that in my car.
I don't care, you don't do that.
So he did that. He actually, and I said to him, Biggie, did you actually throw that plastic outside? So, Auntie, I said, you can do that when it's not in my car. Please. It's for me. It sounded like.
But you know, he did. I'm sure he did. You didn't drive home your point. You know how you could have given him your point. You'd have told him to park
and look for the bottle.
I made sure he parked and went to look for that bottle. It was on the highway. I'm not kidding you. And I was willing to wait. You know, we waited all the while until the road was clear and he went to pick the bottle. That's the only way to drive from the point.
One of the reasons why we're talking about this is the NCDC, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, has been talking about cholera for a while. People do not know. Children are dying and they say it's just malaria. It's cholera. Just in the last 1 year, Nigeria recorded over 111,000 cases of cholera. And
that's a huge number.
Exactly. And over 7,000 of those cases ended in death. And we take these things and say, we are used to it.
We lose 7,000 future leaders.
You get it. Our system is used to it. Our environment is the same now. So when people move from Makoko, they go to Mulero Agege. And when they move from Mulero Agege, they don't go to Mushin, the inside. They go to the down part of Mushin, or they go to Okera. They won't go to Okera, the up country. They go to the one beside the slum, the ones where the shanties are. And I'm asking the question, when you see these people, they are the ones that go for Ashwebi at parties. They are the ones that go to beer parlors and drink a lot. They're still the ones who have girlfriends and buy and declare when they go to those beer parlors. Yet they say they don't have money for a better place to lay their heads.
And a better life.
Anyway,
we need to go on the show. It's our